And yet another drive time story by Ben the Bondsman. So, I want to tell you about the time that I got my ass kicked. So, here I am, a 240, maybe 250 pound, 6'3" guy at the time, and my partner, similar in size, maybe a little bit heavier than me, you know, and we're out bounty hunting one night, and we get a call from a fellow agent, and she's like, hey, I just nailed down so-and-so, but I need backup. She's in a house full of people. I'm told they're in there getting high, and it can be a sticky situation. So we weren't far, so we said, sure, we'll be there in a few minutes. Me and my partner get there, we get out of the car, and we go to the front door, and of course we encounter some resistance, but we know she's there. So we go on in the house, go in the back, and there's the girl that we need. Little bitty, maybe 90 pounds soaking wet girl. She's already got a broken clavicle, a broken ankle, like 2 broken wrists, a broken rib. I mean, this girl was messed up. And of course, I'm trying to figure out a way out of taking her into custody. And the agent that's over the girl, it was a separate company entirely. We were just there to help her out. The agent that's over the girl calls her boss, and her boss is like, no, we got to bring her in, which can't be helped sometimes. So I asked the girl to stand up, and I start pulling my handcuffs out, and she flips out. I mean, she goes nuts. She jumps at me, I grab her, and the other male agent that's with me grabs the other side of her, and she's kicking and flailing. I'm having a hard time keeping a grip on her. I mean, this girl was cranked up on something. I mean, you could tell. She was high. I think it was meth, if I remember correctly. Anyway, she kicked our asses from that bedroom out to the car. And half of it, she was in handcuffs. She broke one of the other guy, she broke one of his ribs. I think she, like, what do you call it? It's not a break, I think a fracture, like fractured his hand and kicked him in the mouth, and she headbutted me in the mouth, and I didn't walk away with anything broken, but I walked away with some bruises, and I was feeling it. This little old girl tore us up, and it was a very humbling experience, because here you are, 2 big guys thinking, you know, I'm a tough guy, I'm worried about this little gal, and she's kicking your ass all the way to the car. It'll make you realize you're not as big and bad as you think you are. I had to take like 2 days off after that. I was in bad shape. The other agent was down for like a week. It was crazy. So it's just an interesting little story. The agent that called us for backup took her into custody, and they took her to the jail. And of course, she gets to the jail and say, oh, these guys did this to me and did that to me, and they hurt me. And she was already hurt when we got there. I got another interesting story about something similar that I'll tell in another video, but the agents had to take her to the hospital, and they wound up stuck there for like 3 days because they couldn't leave, because if they left, she could have left AMA against medical advice. We're not like law enforcement. It's not like you see on TV where you walk in, handcuff them to the bed, and then go out and have a cheeseburger somewhere. No, you're there, you're with her, you're stuck until they release her and you can take her and put her in jail. Anyway, for all you big badasses out there, just remember, had a lot of experience by that point, and a 90-pound girl kicked my ass. Anyway, that's all for now. Ben the Bondsman, signing out.